Is there anything I didn't talk about tonight you'd like for me to talk about?
Weed. Prime numbers.
Weed and prime numbers. Let's go, dude. Two of my favorite things, man. So, first of all, we're in Oklahoma. You guys have good weed here? I'm like, nobody would ever guess that. Honestly, you go to Texas, it's illegal, right? You go to Kansas, it's illegal in Kansas, right? Okay, whatever. Go to Kansas, it's illegal, but then you come to Oklahoma, you just get cooked, dude. Listen, I know a lot of people that, that's haram, whatever. No, I've been smoking weed for as long as I can remember, which is not that long because it affects the memory, but I get a lot of people don't like it. But I never hear great reasons on why people don't smoke weed. It's like people can't take accountability for stuff. Like, how come every time I smoke weed, it makes me depressed? Like, that's not the weed, that's you. You know what I mean? Like, you were already depressed and the weed made you aware that you're depressed and you don't like being aware of things. Or how come every time I smoke weed, it makes me lazy? Because you smoked an indica and went to the gym, you moron. Indica couch, okay? Sativa is the one you smoke at your job, all right? They have a saying for that. Smoke sativa, you will achieve it. And they know hybrids are chill, Or, every time I smoke weed, it makes me stupid. Like, that's not the weed. Respectfully, it's not the weed, And you're not using it the right way. Like, try getting high and reading a book, okay? Yeah, I know you're like, why would I waste a high on a book? Like, no, that'll be the hardest book you ever read, okay? If you can read a book high, you can climb Everest. I'm telling you, you can do a lot of things. Put your mind to it. But yeah, actually, I have an interesting backstory because I studied applied math in college. That's why I do stand-up. And I got a 4.20 GPA, actually, believe it or not. And 420, yeah, man, yeah. And believe it or not, I was like ahead of my class in college, and I was one of the only kids who smoked weed. I would like to argue that it helped me with geometry because there's a lot of spatial. And listen. I'll tell you a story. This was not even intentional, okay? In college, I had this professor, this Ukrainian professor. He was just so intense. Like, he would get pissed at us for like not learning. He's like, "You dumb Americans!" He would always say that. "You dumb Americans! You do not know, back where I'm from, we do math, you die in the street." Like, whoa, it was very real. And one day he came in and he wrote this crazy problem on the board. I was like, oh yeah, this is my chance to be Goodwill Hunting, right? And he's like, if you solve this, you don't have to take the final. I had quit smoking weed. I had smoked weed previously and I had quit. I was like, I'm done smoking weed, I'm going the sober route. I'm do it the normal way, whatever. And I was like, I'm done with weed, no weed. And that happened. I quit like 2 weeks prior to this. And then I look at that problem and I'm like, oh, this is like very stressful, whatever. And I go to the library and I'm like trying to dig into this problem. It's like this crazy thing with like triangles and squares and like Pythagoras, like, what's up? Just like a crazy problem. And then I'm like, I give up. I just gave up. I went home defeated and I was like so tired and hungry from the day. And I saw that my roommate had made brownies. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll have a brownie. And there was enough so I could take some and he wouldn't notice. So I took 5. And after about 10 minutes, I was like, oh, because my roommate came home and he had bloodshot eyes. He's like, do you have brownies? I was like, oh, Because for a moment I was like, why am I having so much fun? You know what I mean? I don't remember the rest of the night. Like I have visions of like triangles and squares and like Pythagoras, like, what's up? But I kid you not, I somehow woke up the next morning with a finished paper. Because that math to me was just like so natural. So I don't know what I did, but I turned it in the next morning. I brought it to the professor and he was like looking at it, and he'd always go over people's answers in front of everybody. So it was like public shame. So he was like, okay, Chelsea, wrong. Thomas, wrong. And then he was like, Sammy. Holy shit. He got it right. And then all the kids were like, how did you do that? And I was like, I don't recommend weed for everybody. It's just not for everybody, but somehow it worked for me. But I love prime numbers.
Your THC level needs to be a prime number.
It needs my THC. I only do THC in primes. Yeah. Whenever I pick up a weed and like the CBD level is like, 2.6. I'm like, no. I'm actually that's actually my next goal is prime numbers are. You guys know what prime numbers are? They're numbers not divisible by anything else except themselves in one, right? And there's this giant problem in mathematics they're trying to solve is like how can you determine when the next prime number comes? Because there's no actual predictive model for it, but there's a theory that there is such a function that determines it. It's called the zeta function. And there's like mathematicians are out there just like scrambling to do it. Now, if your Oklahoma weed is good enough, I might be able to solve it here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. To go along your list of many historical achievements. Let's not mention them. But what else? Women? I said, give me something that I know a lot about.
Cats.
Women and cats. And what? Women, cats, and organic. This is actually, I think this is, no, it's not. Organic is a pronunciation that I decided because I like to eat organic, but I don't like telling people that because when you tell people you eat organic, they think that you think you're better than them, which I do, but I don't want people to think that. I think that. So I smoothed it out. I give it like an ethnic pronunciation. I say organic. It just smooths it out. And it's a lot more fun, you know? Try it. Like go into a grocery store, like be like, are these avocados organic? They'll be like, I think you mean organic. You say, no, organic. They're like, okay, whatever. Customer's always right. You could even go further. So they have no cholesterol. You know, like just make up your own words. And I released a whole special called Organic, so you can actually find it on YouTube. It's there for free. Now let's talk about women. Women. What about them?
They're like cats.
The women like cats?
They are like
cats. I've heard both theories. Women are like cats, men are like dogs, and then vice versa. Men are like cats, women are like dogs. I think we're all like mouses, to be honest. Like, just like scared little creatures. But yeah, you know, women are cool. Women are cool. I know a few. I used to be inside of one like the whole time. I was like, not like that, you fucking assholes, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you mean I was, part of me was inside of a woman like for a long time, like for 9 months. Like, when I came out, like I was 100%. I had lived my life inside of a woman for 100% of the time. I was a expert on women for 9 months. Basically, was a woman. I basically was a woman. Yeah. Y'all can claim like don't claim our identity. Like no motherfucker. I was in a woman's body for 9 months. I was a fucking woman, dude. And there was a point where I was just, the chromosome. What is it like? The first is a couple weeks. We're all women or something like that, and then if a male starts to develop male parts. So like for sure in those first whatever weeks, I was like full-blown woman. Okay. So as a woman. Why are these ladies so crazy? Come on! And I love cats too. I love cats. I was never inside of one, though. I was never inside of a cat. No. Cat people make some noise. Dog people make some noise. We see who's winning. Cat people, if there's a fight, we're f***ed. Yeah, we could use our paws. What do we got? Dog people are aggressive. Dog people are fearless, too, because you have backup. Your dog. Who do we got? Someone who just gives a fuck when we feed them, and that's it? If there's a war going on, y'all can bring your dogs. We cannot bring our pet. We will lose the battle. What else?
Kanye and Taylor.
There was a lot. There's a lot of things. Wait, what was the back one of them?
Comedy skills you learned as a teacher.
Oh, comedy skills. I like that. And then what was over here?
I said Kanye and Taylor.
Kanye and Taylor. Oh, that old story. And then so there was something over here. Assad. Okay, great. What a combination. Well, as a teacher, I learned to deal with difficult subjects. So hopefully, I should be able to take this on. I'm trying to think of Assad's just like Kanye. You want someone? You still listen to his stuff sometimes, but shut up. No, how do you not know I have Assad's first mixtape, dude? You know, don't hate on Assad. Don't be an Assad basher. I don't like Assad. He's done. He's cooked. Carne asada, brother. He's done. Fucking done. He's done. He fled to Russia. That's how bad it is, dude. When your last safe space is Russia, that's how you know you've burnt some bridges. But I'll tell you who's not done. Taylor Swift and Kanye West. They're still out there. I'm not a Swiftie. I mean, I never was a Swiftie anyways, but I don't like that she didn't use her platform for Gaza. Like, I feel like she could have done just even the most basic, like Weeknd donated money, like SZA gave shout outs at her concert, like just the most basic and we will appreciate it, but she didn't even do that. And, Kanye West, I'm glad that he stays silent because I don't think that would have done it. So it's we need some people to talk and we need some people to not talk. But yeah, I remember the time that Kanye West grabbed, he grabbed the mic from Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
What year was that? 2009. It seems like it was, yes, we're old, huh? We're some old out here. That's crazy, yeah. And that was his second mic grab, too. That guy was just grabbing. He grabbed the mic from Mike Myers to say George Bush doesn't care about black people. That was just, and then that one went well, and he's like, I'm going to do it again. And he grabbed it. And now people, whenever they're around Kanye, they just hold the mic like this. Just if I ever did a show and he's nearby, I'd just be like... What else? Anything else?
Do you know about the Tulsa Kaiser situation?
Tulsa Kaiser...
So we have a billionaire who funds a lot of what goes on in Tulsa as far as our recreational activities, but also helping to develop kind of like where Sims came.
Okay.
And what's really interesting about it, because I come from the native perspective of
yeah.
things, is that he has a program called Tulsa Remote where they pay for people to come in from all over the country and they give them $10,000 towards...
Wait a second, you're saying he's flying people into Tulsa for $10,000? Did you know about what?
Nobody has realized the settlement program. I'm sorry.
Whoa. Okay. Well, yeah, I didn't know. I guess I worked out a different deal with the club, but.
Daddy Kaiser.
What's his name?
Daddy Kaiser.
George Kaiser.
Daddy Kaiser.
Daddy Kaiser.
Ooh, Daddy. Do you like him?
Oh God, no.
Okay.
I'm native.
But you called him Daddy. Oh, you're native. Okay. So he's a billionaire. He's developing, playing us like we're the Sims game. You see, he's flying people out for $10,000.
No, they're not flying people out. They're having them
Oh, they don't pay for the flight.
to a program where they can relocate here and
Oh, so you can live here. You can live here, and you can. Oh, you didn't tell me you got to live here. No, I'm good. So I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it would take a lot more. But that's cool. And then so he's really to kind of build.
Served in the IDF.
Yeah.
His son served in the IDF.
So we're essentially being settled as Tulsa citizens
Oh,
because
you're-
a lot of our property value has gone up as a result
Oh,
of people moving in from California and other...
Well, don't on California. I mean, that's not that bad of a state. But he's basically, I'm guessing he's looking for people in certain professions to kind of add entrepreneurs and to make you guys the next Silicon Valley.
Fancy folk.
The fancy folk. Globalists. We don't like them. I get that. That's f***ed up. He's settling. He's settling the land of Tulsa.
Don't settle for less.
Don't settle for less. Is that the motto of the Tulsa? It's, don't settle. Don't settle for more. That's the city motto. Don't settle for more, Tulsa. Don't settle for more settlers. Don't settle more. So Daddy Kaiser, okay, he is I'm assuming the richest person in Tulsa. Does he live in Tulsa? Lives in Tulsa.
The other foundations, Schusterman are pretty big, and they're pretty into supporting the apartheid regime as well.
Oh, okay. So there's two sides of the same apartheid. So another billionaire?
Yep.
Dude. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like, you know, you would think there's not a lot of billionaires in this world, so like, you guys shouldn't even have one. No offense. No offense, but it's like, you know, how many billionaires are there? You've already mentioned 2 in Tulsa. Like, that's a lot. And there's more, too. Oil? Well, you guys got oil.
Yeah, have you not heard about Osage?
Oh, you got that oil. Well, let me call up my friends in ISIS. Let's stage a little coup. Tulsa, maybe I will move here for that. I'll take that. Take that 10,000, invest in the oil market. Make a little something.
Gotta marry a
But
native.
I just got to marry native. Oh, if I marry native, I'm what?
You have to get the head rights.
You're gonna hook him up.
Oh, if I marry.
That's a whole movie.
Hold on. If I. Oh, there's a movie. Oh shit, I didn't watch. What's the movie?
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Taylors of the Flower Moon. Oh, Taylor Swift. Taylors of the Flower Moon.
Yes.
Killers. Ooh.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio was in it.
Yeah.
Why did I miss that one? You sure it wasn't called Titanic? You sure it wasn't The Revenant? So Leo was in a movie where he married a native,
A native woman, yes.
and then he got what?
He poisoned the entire family
He
to get
poisoned.
the head rights.
Oh, to get the head rights. He poisoned the family. Oh, based on a real story, based on a true story. God, Leo, yeah, see, Leo always has to play like the worst people. A brave actor that is. In that movie, he married a girl, right? She was over 25 or
Don't ask, don't tell.
cool. Well, I'll look into it. All right, let's take one last suggestion.
Tulsa got our first black mayor last Monday.
Tulsa got its first black mayor last Monday. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Wow. Took you that long, huh? Wow. Jeez. You have the first black stock market, or the only black stock, the only Black Wall Street, the only Black Wall Street, and then 100 years later, you get a black mayor. Wow, thanks, Leo DiCaprio. Well, how's the mayor? Do you like them? Okay, yeah, good. How's their relationship with the billionaire families? Could be a little better. Oh, it's tumultuous. They're on.
They're a better relationship with the tribes.
Better relationship with the tribes than with the billionaires. Let's f***ing go, dude. Look at you. Look at you, Tulsa. Look at you. Going on principle over money. I like it. Did she move out here too? Got to 10,000 too, or what? The mayor, did they move out here? Did they get 10,000? He's local.
No, he's from Houston.
He's from Houston, so he got $10,000. But he went from oil to oil. You know what I mean? Oil to oil. Okay. Well, yeah. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. What's that? You're welcome. I'm gonna wish you guys all the luck. All the luck in the world. You need luck in Tulsa. You need luck in Tulsa, because don't you guys have like tornadoes? You need luck in Tulsa. You know? Don't settle for more. What's that?
Block in Chicago is probably more deadly, right?
The what in Chicago?
Block in Chicago. Chicago's more deadly than Tulsa, right?
Oh, like in terms of like gun violence?
Helicat.
Tornado violence.
Oh, tornado violence. Chicago has worse tornadoes. So you guys, tornado violence is the thing. I like it. Tornado violence has gone down 30%. Tornado homicides. One of my friends took his life by tornado. Actually, it's very sad. It's very sad. Plot twister. All right. A student in Florida got arrested for telling a Netanyahu joke. I know, you're like, Florida has colleges? A Miami University student, which sounds like an oxymoron, told a joke about Netanyahu and then got tried in court. And unlike Netanyahu, she showed up. She made the joke on WhatsApp, which I could have told you was not a great idea. Try Instagram, it works. It works for me. It's crazy that schools have their own WhatsApp threads now. Like, back in my day, we just had a yearbook, and you'd scribble some hateful things and just see it next year, you know? So she says, Netanyahu, if you can hear me, please drop some bonbons for us capstone students at Ocean Bank Convention Center. She put a Spider-Man meme for levity. Yeah, it was not one that I'm familiar with, but there's so many Spider-Man memes, you can't go wrong, right? First of all, she said, Netanyahu, if you can hear me. Spoiler alert, he can. Have you heard of Palantir? And if you don't like that joke, contact Peter Thiel. Secondly, she uses the term bonbons, which apparently is Gen Z slang for bombs. I didn't know that. I thought she meant chocolates. Yeah, I've never felt more old in my life. When someone says bonbons, I think those little chocolate balls. I think she's like, oh, she's asking Netanyahu to drop little chocolate balls on our university. But we know that's not real because Netanyahu would never airdrop food. At least without a side of gunshots. But anyways, dark stuff, but we know what we're talking. Anyways, bonbons can just seem so subjective. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that sounds like slang for, like, when you have quality time with someone. Like, hey, Sarah, you want to do bonbons later? You know, it can just be, like, a cutesy, like, anything. So, like, I don't know how, like, that, you know, instantly just was perceived as, like, such a threat. Because, you know, they're saying, like, no. When the kids say it, it means bombs. Dead ass. And so, no cap. And so yeah. So she says bonbons. She said, "Will you please drop some bonbons?" Okay. And then lastly, you don't need to ask Netanyahu to bomb a university. You know what I mean? He kind of just does it on his own. You know what I mean? Do bonbons even exist anymore? Yeah. Like who thinks they ate a bonbon the most recently? Yeah. Oh, Arabs and Hispanics, we still eat that shit? You're like, we have bonbons from like 30 years ago because our parents saved them, yeah. Our parents are hoarding bonbons. Do they have ice cream in them? Some do, but the original ones are just, some do, right? See, not all bonbons. Yeah, but like, no, like, but you okay? All right, yeah. Good, all right, cool. So, but yeah, back in my day, okay, I hate to sound like a boomer here, but back in my day, bonbons just meant little chocolates, okay? And they were good. They were the bomb. Within 20 hours of posting this, she was arrested. She's 23 years old. Yeah, so like not even a third as old as Israel. And she got charged with a second-degree felony. Second degree, which is what she's gonna need after this. And she could face up to 15 years in prison. Yeah, so Israel still wanted to be 100 years old. Here's the crazy part, okay? I looked up some Florida laws, you're welcome. And apparently, it's the same exact charge, a second-degree felony. It's also a second-degree felony in Florida for an adult to have sex with a minor. Yeah, so you really got your priorities straight out here in Florida, don't you? Even crazier, okay, even weirder, there is a specific clause in the law. It's called the Romeo and Juliet provision, because I guess Woody and Soon wasn't available. Sorry, too soon. And it says that if an adult is between 18 and 24, and they sleep with a 16 or 17-year-old, they don't really get charged. This 23-year-old got a higher charge for telling a joke than she would have if she and a 16-year-old made bonbons. I know, listen, whatever. And even worse, let's not forget, Jeffrey Epstein slept with hundreds of minors in Florida, and he only got 13 months. She got 15 years, and he only got 13 months. Yeah, just ask Pam Bonbons. if it's illegal to make a Netanyahu joke in Florida, I'm already sentenced to death, you know? Like, I've built my career off these jokes, you know? But it's just crazy that, like, you get arrested for telling a Netanyahu joke in Florida. Meanwhile, if you say that Muslims are inferior to dogs, they promote you to congressman. I know. That's the Florida's mixed about this. Some people are like, fuck Randy. Some people are like, it's fine. What I find ironic is she's a capstone student. A capstone student is basically like a senior who's doing their final project, and they're doing their final project using everything they learned in their curriculum and applying it to a real-world problem. And apparently she found the real-world problem. It's our justice system. Yeah. It's not very just, okay? So they sent her to court. She showed up in an orange jumpsuit, which is what Trump calls his naked body. And, sorry, too many pedophile jokes. And she shows up. They're putting this, like a 23-year-old college student in an orange jumpsuit, like, to show up to court. And they're grilling her, saying that it was a legit bomb threat. They charge her with a verbal threat to inflict bodily harm, okay? Or as many would call it, Israel's leaflets they drop from the sky before they bomb, okay? She just seems like defenseless, like it's just her. I wish that she got like an Arab lawyer, you know what I mean? Because an Arab lawyer would have came through and just been like, no, we got this, you know? There was a lot of things she could have done in that case, though. Like, I'm not trying to, like, you know, she's just a student, right? Obviously, you know, she's finding out what the real world is like. Fucking sucks. But, like, you know, I'm just saying, like, if I was her lawyer, I would have pointed out a few things. First of all, in her post, she said the Ocean Bank Convention Center. It's actually called the Ocean Bank Convocation Center. So I would have just been like, no, that's a different place, bro. You know? Right? Also, she said Netanyahu, right? That's not even his real name. It's Milikowski. She'd be like, you got the wrong guy. So yeah, get you an Arab lawyer next time, trust me. But yeah, so they ended up charging her with a second-degree felony. She's potentially facing up to 15 years in prison, okay? Now, I'm hearing a lot of people say, oh, I bet the judge was Jewish. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that. As a Palestinian who's been fighting for the rights of Palestinians my entire career, I'm done with people conflating anti-Semitism with the fight for Palestinian liberation. Okay? I'm done with it. I don't want people conflating anti-Semitism with the fight for Palestinian liberation. That said, the judge was Jewish. But that's not the point. That's not the point. It's Florida, guys. Wait. What's really interesting about the judge, Mindy Glazer, is that she already had a viral moment many years ago in 2015 when she was on a court TV show and a convicted felon came in and she recognized him from her middle school and gave him a lesser sentence. Yeah, which was actually very heartwarming because this was a guy you could see he went down a wrong path in life and she found forgiveness and compassion. So she has it in her. But it's like where was that now for this college student? You know what I mean? Like that to me is a trip because you had this guy, this guy who'd been arrested 3 times with burglary, grand theft, fleeing the police, resisting arrest, and she let him off. She let him off with 10 months in jail, right? But then this college student who tells one joke on WhatsApp, 15 years. 15 years. That just shows our justice system is bonbons. Granted, the student only has a $5,000 bail, which is, or you can say a small bonbon, a bail bonbon. But yeah, so like, you know, that's all. That's just so crazy, and I feel like the situation's opened a lot of people's eyes, though. Like, a lot of people's eyes are opening because of the situation, which is like a little late to the party, but you know, thanks for seeing it now, because I've heard a lot of people in Florida like talking about this. People, and I've seen it online. I've seen like people discussing it. And, like in all fairness, yes, you could see that potentially as a bomb threat, but we all know that's not why she got arrested. It's because about who she was talking about specifically. right? Like if like try it as an experiment. Like if she, like another student should try this in their chat, okay? Like if she had instead said, like in the WhatsApp, hey Kim Jong-un, if you can hear me, can you drop a little missy on my uni or whatever? But no, nobody's tripping off Lil Kim because he's Little Rocket Man or whatever. But meanwhile, Netanyahu drops 6 Hiroshima's worth of bombs on Gaza, and he's protected in the land of free speech. This is why people say we will not be free until Palestine is free. This is why they say that. Palestine will be free even before this college student in Florida is. It took a 23-year-old getting arrested over a joke for people to realize the stronghold that Israel has over our free speech in America. When Israel is not our country, it's not even its own country. The majority of people in Israel are not even from Israel. They're not even from. They're not like genetically. So yeah, I'm gonna make a movie about all this. I'm gonna call it 23andMe. Iran, if you can hear me, drop a Lego about this. I always like to have a portion of the show where I ask the crowd, is there anything I haven't talked about yet that you'd like for me to talk about? Lego and Erica. Oh, did they make an Erica video too? Okay, I gotta watch that one. I've only watched the Drewski video. Hey, what was up here? What was up? Something up here? No. Here? Was that Palestine? Okay. Did they make a Lego video? Yeah. What's that? What academy? Oh, the Rape Academy. Oh my God. I was like so thankful nobody brought that up. We gotta do it. Okay, great. So we have a lot to do tonight. I haven't seen the Lego video, Erica Kirk, but did anybody say it was offensive? Because the Drewski skit. Yeah, I'm sure it's hilarious. I already know it's hilarious. Honestly, I was thinking about hitting up. I don't know who you hit up, but Iran's writers was like, hey, I'm going on the road. I need jokes for Tampa. Help me out. And you want me to talk about AI more? Okay. Oh, you want me to use AI? Okay. Yeah, I can't afford Iran, so I use AI. It's almost Iran. Okay, so the Erica Lego Curve, I'll watch it and then I'll report back and tell you what happened. Palestine, okay. Any Palestinians here? Palestinians? What's awesome is there's little pockets in America that just have big Palestinian communities, and one of them is Tampa. Yeah. Does anybody know why? Is it the oranges? What is it? What is it? Because obviously a lot of Palestinian refugee, my teta, she was a refugee. My grandma, she was a refugee. She left in '48, and she just had to go wherever. So she just went to Lebanon because it was right there. But I know when you're a refugee, sometimes you don't have all the time in the world to think about where you're going. But if you're taking a boat or a plane, you do have a little bit of time probably, right? So there's communities dozens, hundreds of Palestinians in Palestine who had to leave at some point and were like, Florida. You know what I mean? They thought that was Tampa. This land was promised to us 3,000 years ago. Was that because its shape?
There's so much water.
Because there's so much water. So we're like Israel can't find us here. Israel would have to come by sea. Maybe. The diversity of religion. The gay vibe? We're still talking about Palestine. Reasons Palestinians come to Florida. It's the weather's nice. It's geographically convenient. There's religious diversity. And of course, the gay vibe. Yeah. Probably. All the gay Palestinians probably are here, This is probably where you go. But maybe more like Miami. I don't know. But yeah, so are you saying Tampa has religious diversity? Okay. Maybe more so than other parts of Florida. More so than Naples? More so than Pensacola? What? That's crazy because that part of Florida, that part, I've only been there once, and it's such a weird place. It makes you guys look normal as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I went to fucking Pensacola. I was like, why aren't there chickens walking around? You know what I mean? I was like, was that? It's Lower Alabama. That's what you guys do. You're like, we don't claim them. Yeah. Nice. But yeah, I mean, obviously the weather's good. The weather passes the Palestinian vibe test, right? There's some, a degree of religious diversity and tolerance here. And then what else? Is it cheap? Is that like what else? No, it's not cheap here. No, it's so compared to other. Somebody's like, what? You saying there's no state tax in Florida? Yeah. So no. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like as a Californian. I'm like, no, it's cheap here. It's cheap. But relatively speaking, there are certainly cheaper places in Florida, right? The ones underwater are very cheap, The ones where you're like living in a place where you're like, yeah, 50% chance you flood. Yeah. Like it's only $1,000 million. But yeah, no, I've always been curious why Tampa for Palestinians? Because I was in Chicago. They call it Little Philistine in the South Side there. Okay, that place is filled, and I don't understand why the fuck they go there. I'm in there in the winter. I'm like, this is not indigenous weather for us guys. What exactly are you thinking here? But they love Chicago. They love Dearborn, Michigan. Okay, and then the Tampa Palestinians, the snowbirds, if you will. What's popular?
Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, Cleveland, really? Interesting. Yeah, Cleveland's popular, like in general, or what's that? You're from Ohio? What part of Ohio? You're from Cleveland? Are you Palestinian or? Is there a community there? You were born in Cleveland too? And you're like, and that's why I fucking said it, right? Well, to me, it's always weird because like my parents, I'm Lebanese Palestinian. My parents, they moved me to Fremont, California, where there was none other ones. So we have a lot of Afghans, we have a lot of Iranians, we have a lot of Asians, right? But I was like the only Palestinian I knew growing up. So I guess my parents just didn't want me like socializing. But yeah, and then I see these other places. I'm like, oh, there's like communities here, it's crazy. So yeah, Tampa. So I'm gonna let them know. People can say like, what's your favorite Palestinian community? I'm like, it's Tampa. It's Tampa. And they're like, why? I'm like, because of the religious tolerance and the gay vibe. I mean, it's really, what more do you want? Great. These are great. Give me a couple more things. Do I like what? Do I like Tampa? Yeah. Is there a wrong answer to that question? No. You know what? I actually, for the second time, I flew into Tampa Airport once in my life. I did a college like 12, 13 years ago. I don't know which one. I don't know. If you only have one, that'll answer it. But I flew in. That was the one time I flew directly into Tampa. I walked around a little bit downtown, and that was it. And since then, I honestly, every time we stay in Orlando, because I fly into Orlando, it's just easier to get flights there. And then, you guys are just like, people are always like, Orlando's so far. It's like, it's a fucking hour. Like, and if you think what you have is traffic, it's not, okay? So it's actually very easy just, coming out of Orlando, and then Orlando like takes us close to Jacksonville too. So, which we usually end there. So but the first time I flew into Tampa Airport, and then I hung out, in Tampa for a couple hours. Like, well, this is way fucking better than Orlando. What the fuck am I doing? Yeah. I was like, there's no Disney World here? That's awesome. What the fuck? Just an influx of dumb tourists. And Asians. And you actually have Asians. And gay Palestinians. Yep. Everything I could ask for in a city. Alex Jones. Alex Jones. So yeah, I mean he's very frustrated with Trump right now. Alex Jones, he's he's always talked the same for many, many years, but like he's really losing his voice now. Like I have a hard time listening to him now because it's just getting like, and the president, yeah, I'm not gonna say the president, but he's president. It's like, bro, like take a day off. Cause he's like, everything's a conspiracy with that guy. Like every single thing, you know what I mean? He'd be like, I'm having a glass of water. It's like, you know what's in the water? Frogs. But I like Alex Jones. I know a lot of people don't like him because of the Sandy Hook thing. That was just for you. Because the whole Sandy Hook didn't happen thing. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. That was fucked up for sure. That was fucked up. But hey, you have your on days and your off days, you know? Yeah, it was pretty fucked up to say like a well-documented shooting, you know, involving school kids didn't happen. That's pretty fucked. First graders. Did he later apologize about that? He never did. So he doubled down. Wow. Well, he's still talking. But I think the Alex Jones is that kind of person is essential to our ecosystem. You need to have a person who's like everything is a conspiracy, and that's Alex Jones. I mean, like when 9/11 happened, he was one of the first people to like make when that video started circulating like the last year where he was just like, hey, could have been Israel, you know. And nobody was saying that at that time, you know what I mean? So you got to trade a few of those for the Sandy Hooks, you know. And they're making the frogs gay, you know. Did they make the frogs gay? Maybe they're just from Tampa. I don't know. All right, give me 2 more things. I'll wrap it up. RFK. Speaking of voices, and what? Melania Trump, Gerald the Dolphin, Kristi Noem, and then what's the one in the back? Oh, no. One guy, one in the back. Tucker. All right, great. I can do all those. Pam Bondi got fired, so rest in peace. And thank you for teaching us what the Dow. Because she did. Pam Bondi taught us what the Dow was. Oh, she's from Tampa. Yay! Hey, there we go. I knew we were forgetting something. Right? And I was like, earlier I was like, I'm better than anyone here at math. I now believe that so much. No, Pam Bondi, in all fairness, she did teach us what the Dow Jones is. And, because February 10th of this year, the Dow Jones hit 50,000 for the first time ever. And Pam Bondi made a big deal about it, maybe not at the right time, okay? During the Epstein hearing, right? But as soon as she did that, everybody just Googled, what is the Dow Jones? So, Americans learn, And it hit 50,000 that day, and then just started falling right after that. So she fucking cursed our economy. Or maybe just don't start pointless wars. Maybe don't drag the world into an economic crisis or put service members on the ground in an ancient civilization filled with booby traps. And I'm not talking about Kristi Noem's husband, okay? Tucker Carlson, God bless Tucker Carlson. I love Tucker Carlson. There's nothing you can do to change that, okay? I'm in love with this man, okay? And you can send me all videos, but he said this, he said, I don't give a fuck, okay? I like what he's doing now, okay? You've heard musicians, artists, if you heard their first tracks or their early tracks, you wouldn't like that shit either, but you like their current shit, okay? Tucker Carlson has become one of the world's biggest voices for Palestine, okay? One of the biggest voices for Palestine. Here's the thing, even if you voted for Trump in 2016, 2024, 2028, whatever. I get it. I understand why people voted for Trump. They were frustrated with the system. They thought he was going to change it. But you do have to realize at some point that he has now become the system, and that it's fucked, And Tucker Carlson did something today, I think, or yesterday or today, that I had not seen any influencer in that sphere do. He apologized for getting Trump into office, which is I don't need that. I don't need that from anybody. I didn't fucking vote, but I don't need anybody's apology for, if you made a mistake, you made a mistake. But he, for somebody to do that in his position, that takes a lot. And the fact that he criticized Trump, after that unhinged Easter tweet too, that was wild. And even his supporters were like, well, sometimes you got to praise be to Allah. They'll just go with anything. And Tucker came out, he's like, you don't do that on Easter. And he said something so profound that I'd never heard another human being say, never, ever. And this was something that I'm like, that's next level. That's a bar. He said, you don't mock other people's faith, because when you mock other people's faith, even if it's not your own faith, when you mock other people's faith, you're mocking faith in general. And if you're a person of faith, why would you do that? And that was a brilliant point. I was like, that's genius, And so I like the work that he's doing. I think that he's moving in a direction. I think that he's opening his mind, and I think he actually is. Some people he say he's getting paid by Qatar and Iran, and even if he is, fucking make that money. You know what I mean? But I like the work that he's putting out, and all these people are like, oh, but he's talking shut the fuck up. okay? I'm enjoying this moment, okay? Let me cuck for tuck, okay? Let me cuck for tuck. Candace, I fucking love Candace Owens, dude. She is so wild. I mean, and you know, like I said, everybody needs a conspiracy theorist, and she's got something. Alex Jones is even like, that shit's fucking wild, dude. But yeah, no, I largely respect her, and yeah, so I mean, it's just interesting. It's interesting that in 2026, you know, my heroes, you know, my posters on my wall, fucking Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, you know, I had Marjorie Taylor Greene up there for a minute. You know. I rotate them in, you know. But yeah, it's wild. What were the other ones that Gerald the Dolphin, the convention, Melania Trump. Let's stop there. You said I can't take new ones. Because you're like, there was a shooting, I don't know anything about it, but like, yeah, Louisiana shooting, probably fucking horrible. I love that's what my career has devolved into. I'm like, what do you guys want me to talk about? How about the worst possible thing? You guys gave me literally the two worst. Melania Trump, that one's easy. She came out and made a speech last week where she basically walked out like a runway model and was like, I did not know Jeffrey Epstein. And she was like reading off of a card the whole time, which is like, dude, like even they teach you like when you have to read off of cards, like look twice, look up. Look twice, look up. She was like, I did not know Jeffrey Epstein. I do not know anything about him. I swear. It's like, dude, there's fucking pictures. There's a picture of her and Donald, and then Epstein and Ghislaine, and her back is to Epstein like they're fucking partners in a law firm. It's you know. And then she's just like reading it, like, why are you just lying to us? You're just lying just out of your teeth, you know? But then it turns out that was Michelle Obama's speech. She was just literally reading another... Crazy. Gerald the Dolphin. So there's a bunch of dolphins apparently that the U.S. has trained to be military dolphins, which I think is kind of just a waste of a dolphin, to be honest. Like first of all, like don't sacrifice our humans for dumb wars, not our fucking dolphins. You know, because dolphins are highly intelligent creatures. They're like possibly the most intelligent, one of the most intelligent creatures on the planet, and they have, and what's that? They're also rapists. Okay, so. It's true. Do you separate the dolphin from the art, right? These are important questions. Yeah. She's like, before you just go ahead and praise dolphins, let me remind you, they are convicted rapists. Not alleged, convicted. Because this is true, and this is a sad truth, because dolphins are I think the only species aside from humans who do enjoy sex for pleasure. And apparently when you have that attribute, it also makes you a rapist. So this is the sad truth. And so some dolphins have in fact raped surfers, okay? Which is like fucked up, you know? Which is fucked up because, you know, obviously like we in the human world, obviously rape, like not funny, like people will break into people's houses and rape people, but like in the dolphin world, people are coming into their house and they're raping them back. Oh, you think you're gonna break into my house? Well, I got a little something for you. Say hello to my little friend. So that happens. And that's something that we have to accept. And they, like I said, convicted. Some dolphins, they're like, this dolphin raped this surfer, and they will punish the dolphin. Some dolphins have even been killed for raping humans who broke into their house, which is fucked up. Which is fucked up because not only is that animal abuse, like regardless of what the animal did, okay? I know it's different in the human world, right? You know, because you know a lot of us do want the death sentence for rapists, you know. I'm for it. I'm for it. But in the dolphin world, I'm like, tell me what he did first, you know. And so sometimes the dolphins get caught raping. They're either punished, they're killed. Some of them are taken to fucking SeaWorld. And so they're actually punished for being rapists. And it's fucked up because not only is it animal cruelty, but it's also like they're getting more punishment than people in the Epstein files. You know what I mean? So it's like double fucked up. speaking of dolphins, the rape convention. So, bad transition. So this is something that I was trying to completely avoid in my stand-up, so thank you. Okay, I actually have not, I've not like looked into this, but I just read the very basics. Apparently, there was what they're calling a rape convention. I don't know if it was online. It was online. It was online. It was like a Reddit. It was the guys on Reddit. Shocking. Who apparently met up in some online forum, and they were discussing. It was men. I think was it all men? Do we know? Yeah, it's always men. Yeah. Not only was it all men, but it's always men. But I'm not surprised. And apparently they were all 60 million of them, right? 62. How do you know these numbers? Holy shit! You're like, don't leave out that extra 2 million of these fucking. Okay, so 62 million. Holy shit, 62 million around the world, right? It can't just be American. No. If that's, it has to be around the world. This is where I will kill myself right now. Because if it's 62 million men in America, that's like all of the men. That's like, you know what I mean? There's like 330 million people in America. Like I think less than half are kids. So the point where you get 62 million men, if it's 60 million men, that means like 9 out of 10 men are rapists, which some of you are like, yeah, that's actually checks out. But listen, it was more fun when it was the Dolphins, right? But 62 million, let's assume from around the world, horrible. I mean, 62 million men attended this online conference, and I believe what they were discussing was specifically, I'm assuming, unless there was other things too, unless it was like general, rape, I don't know, but I believe specifically they were discussing how do you drug your partner to basically, to rape them while they're sleeping, and what's that? Ask Eric Swalwell. And I did because he was there. He was there on 62 million different accounts. But yeah. So 62 million men. 62 million men attend. You say it's got to be more. Go worldwide. Thank you for defending American men because holy shit. Because at the point of the 62 million, I'm like, fuck, was I there? I was not there. Fucking A. That's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. That so basically these 62 million men attended, and I don't know if this was the only topic, but the main topic or the main thing that people are talking about is that they were talking about how do you exactly sneak drugs into your partner, the person you trust, the person you're in a relationship with, their drink or their food or whatever, and then rape them. This is absolutely fucking horrible, and just shows how many pieces of shit there are in the world. It's at least 62 million. It's at least 62 million. And I think the thing that stings the most about it is the fact that it's not only just are these men just rapists, but a lot of them are talking about the partner, the person that they trust, that they love, that they have a verbal contract with of being in a loving relationship or a relationship where they care for one another, and yet they would just betray them. And then also just the fact that they're giving them drugs to make them go unconscious, Also, it's why do you, who even needs, I just have to talk and I can put, anyways, what I'm saying is that these are insecure men, okay? These are insecure men, and I don't think were they able to track the whereabouts of any of these guys? Not yet. Iran, if you can hear me, and I know you can you find these 62 million men and drop some bonbons on them? Thank you guys so much, Tampa. I love you guys. Give me another topic. Algebra.
No.
What do you mean? No more math? No more math, dog? You see the position that I'm in right now? Let's talk about dating. I am asexual, which means I only have sex with Canadians. And there was a period of time where I did identify as asexual, which means I wasn't that interested in sex. And then a friend told me, you're part of the LGBTQA community. I was like, oh, I didn't know I was annexed. That's cool, but I don't feel like it's fair for me to be a part of it because it's gay and trans people have endured a real struggle. I'm just out here not fucking. You know what I mean? So I thought I should make my own community that's a little more inclusive. So we would have asexuals. But gay and lesbian people are welcome, for sure. You can join the community too. We just can't be in yours. That's how it would work. And then also ecosexuals. You know what ecosexuals are? Ecosexuals are people who have sex, but it's good for the environment. Like using bamboo condoms or cruelty-free coming, cruelty-free orgasming. Ecosexual, it's a real thing. You can look it up. I did make it up right now. But it should be a thing. Sorry, bisexual, you're welcome as well, of course. Can't forget bisexual. And then just like we have asexual, we should also have really sexual. You know what I mean? Right? Because there's people who are just like very really sexual, and you should be in this community too, if you're really sexual, right? Then we should also have agnosexual. Agnosexual is like agnostic, but for sexuality. Like I can't prove that sexuality exists. I don't know if it exists. I can't prove I'm horny. I don't know if I'm horny. What is horny? I can't prove that horniness exists. I don't know if I am horny or not. What's going on? So yeah, that would be my community. Just to recap, that's asexual, lesbian, gay, ecosexual, bisexual, really sexual, and agnosexual. Why? Because it spells algebra. You can't escape the math. Is there anything I haven't talked about tonight that you'd like for me to talk about? Anything you guys want?
Degeneracy.
Degeneracy? Like the... No, that's a great... That word's going on my bullet. You know what I mean? That's delay, deny, degeneracy. Degeneracy, the formal definition of degeneracy is just somebody being dumb or what? Like what is the actual definition of degeneracy?
I mean, really, in general, like degeneracy of society, or
The degeneracy of society, so like basically the eventual decomposition of, another D word, the decomposition of our societies on the way to failing and crumbling.
Yeah, like tonight might be your last chance at free speech.
Oh shit. Well, yeah. What if he's like, I work for the Trump administration, actually. He's like, I'm Secretary of Words. Trump found me, put me in as Secretary of Words. He saw that I speak, so he's like, you're qualified. Yeah, I mean, we really don't know, right? You know, Trump coin could be currency tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's going to happen, but I hope it's not going to happen. But I do think that our society is slowly degenerating, but it doesn't mean we can't enjoy the fall. Well, because I made this reference earlier, and I don't think about this a lot, but like if you read Plato's Republic, basically, Socrates argues that the society only decomposes, and we're at the oligarchy level, and then we decompose into democracy, which is kind of ironic because we thought we were a democracy, but we're not because we're bought by billionaires. But then one day we'll have the democracy, which is what we think we want, and that's actually worse for some reason. And then we eventually decay from there into tyranny. But I think the beautiful thing is we know we're going down either way, but with Trump we skip a step. You know what I mean? So with Trump we can go directly from oligarchy straight to tyranny. It's like, it, just end it now. You know what I mean? Like, don't bring, sorry, there's Gen Z people who are getting too depressed. I have to. The thing is, like, millennials and Gen X, we can take the dark jokes, but Gen Z, like, this is too real. But yeah, degeneration. Wait, that's what you said, right? Degeneration. No. Degeneracy. That sounds like generosity. Degeneracy. Yeah, actually, somebody needs to look that up and tell me the formal definition. Please, somebody. The state of degenerating. So why would that not be degeneration? So, I mean, or those words are just the same, and we have two different words for the same shit, and that's why we're fucking degenerating.
It means having lost the physical, mental, or moral qualities considered normal and desirable.
Okay, well there you go. There you go. Can you pull that back up? Is there alternate definitions that also apply to society? Because that sounds like a personal thing. Lacking the physical, mental, let's say spiritual. Moral. Oh, well, I lost that a long time ago. So I've been degenerating quickly. I'm sorry to make you pull it up again. Yeah.
There's a mathematical definition.
Lovely, even better. Yeah, that's not what you meant, was it? That would be... Now I look bad. I should have gone to that first. Yeah. What's the mathematical definition?
Relating to or denoting an example of a particular type of equation, curve, or other entity that is equivalent to a simpler type, often occurring.
Oh.
Parameters set to 0.
Absolutely, absolutely. So basically, degeneracy is when you refer to something and you're saying like, oh, it could be simpler. So it's like 4x equals 2y. Like, what are you doing? That's 2x equals y. Come on, you know? Degeneracy. And so, I mean, I believe math is always the fundamental truth. So if we take math and then apply it and then actually look at what that means as humanity, is really that degeneracy means that we can actually be simpler than we really are. Okay? So maybe it's not as much about us falling as a society. It's just maybe we need to simplify. And I know, right? And that's why you can find me on Rednote, TikTok, Snapchat, YouTube, LinkedIn, all that shit. I mean, ultimately, I think that's always a good lesson. Simpler is always better in most ways. But good. Now, sorry to bother you again. Can you tell me the definition of degeneration, just so if anybody ever asks us, we can make very clear what the difference is?
So it's not that they're different. I just know words like, math. They're
Okay.
just different forms of the same word.
So it is a different form of the same word?
Yeah, it's the same word.
So when you looked it up, it said degeneracy or degeneration equivalent?
So I looked up and I've been giving you the definitions of the word
Yeah.
degenerate.
Yeah.
Degenerate. Because
Yes.
every other definition is
Is degeneracy, degeneration,
Yeah,
it's the state of degenerating. It's almost like we have 5 different words for the same concept. Don't you think there's a simpler version of that? All right, guys, whatever. Degeneracy,
I
okay.
wanted to talk about the magnet.
You want to talk about the what?
The magnet. I'm so curious.
The magnet? Oh, what is it for?
Tattoos.
Oh no, this is a political statement. It's because right now people are MAGA and I'm magnet. So, make America good, nevertheless. Everything's totally fine. Yeah. Wait, what did you say?
Every time.
Every time. Yeah, make America good, nevertheless, every time. Nevertheless. Was that? That's a good political slogan. Yeah. It's better than my other one. Degeneracy is here. No, this is for a recording device. So I have a bomb strapped to my chest. What if that's what it was? Like it records what I'm saying, but if the set doesn't go well, it just explodes. So it's a 2-in-1. That's why I'm a social justice jihadi. So. Okay, degeneracy, that's a great one. And then there was something over here. Somebody have something from
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg. Yeah, what? And Pete. Everybody has to throw in a P Diddy. It's like every time somebody wants to talk about Diddy, like hasn't that guy's house burned down yet? All right. Okay, let's talk about Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg, he did something, right? He sold out. He did a Trump thing. Yeah. He did what did he do? He did like a Bitcoin event with Trump, like a Trump coin event. Sponsored by. And did he get up there and did he rap?
He's a DJ. He's him along with Nelly. Who else is there? Soulja Boy.
Make America grizzle. With Soulja Boy? Damn, Soulja Boy just fallen in our eyes. Our beloved Soulja Boy, we held in highest esteem. God. So who's to blame for Soulja Boy's degeneracy? You. Okay. Comedy show, not town hall meeting. Not the time. Yeah. Now, before you say what you say, you want to listen to people? Listen to the people. I sympathize with people who don't know a lot about Palestine or Palestinians because, not everybody's born knowing this stuff, okay? I had to learn when I was 10 years old. When I was 10, I asked my grandma, my teta, I said, where are we from? And she said, Palestine, okay? And when you're a kid, you don't know all the words. So I heard what I thought I heard. I thought she said, palace time. Yeah, like the time of palaces. She's like, I'm from Palestine. I'm like, I knew you were old, but not that old. Wow, we're from the time of palaces? So how did we get here? This ain't no palace. And she's like, we left. I'm like, you left Palestine? She's like, we left Palestine. I was like, so you're a time traveler. I always knew I was special, but didn't know why. So for years, people would be like, where are you from? I'd be like, I'm from the past, dude. My family's time travelers, bro. We come from a time long, long ago. The time of palaces. Palestine. They're like, Palestine? I'm like, it's a thing, Google it. And right in front of me, they would just Google Palestine. And it would always pull up what time it is in Wales. And it would be like morning time on the West Coast. They'd be like, bro, it looks like you're from 7:48 p.m. And I'd be like, yeah, but what is that in military time? They'd be like, 1948. Whoa! If you don't get that joke, don't worry. It's because it's from the future. It was written by a time traveler. I think we should drop the name Palestine. It's a colonial name. And I think we should go with Palestine, okay? Palestine is the indigenous way of saying it. It's the Arab way of saying it. The people who want to live in a free Palestine, they call it Palestine. And Palestine is so much of a freer word, okay? You can feel it when you say it, you know, like Palestine. You can feel it in your shoulders. Palestine, you can feel it. It's full. Palestine, right? Palestine, stale, okay? Palestine, free. The only problem is, if we call it Palestine, Americans would then have to pronounce that. And they'd be like, Palestine! Come on, kids, we're heading down to Palestine. It's right next to Pakistan and Afghanistan, all the stands. Shoot, I stand with Palestine. No, Palestine, man. Palestine is a colonial name handed from the Romans through the British, and like many English colonial names, it stuck, you know? And it's also kind of a confusing name, you know, given the whole situation. Palestine, Stein, that's a Jewish name, you know? Did anybody ever notice that? Maybe that's how the confusion started. The Jews met up, they're like, we need a place to go that's safe. Well, that place is called Stein, bro. I don't think it gets any safer than that. It's the Palace of Stein. It's a Jewish palace. Let's head on down. Yeah, and people have the audacity to say that Palestinians don't like Jewish people. Dude, we're from the land of Stein. It doesn't get any more welcoming than that. That stigma needs to stop now. Palestinians love Jewish people, especially when they say free Palestine, okay? Yeah, you get extra points. When a Jewish person says free Palestine, we cream our pants. It's a special moment that we share. Don't, not right now, not right now, not right now. Hilarious. I can feel it. A lot more than Palestine just got free. All right, listen. All right. Too low. It's too early in the night for that. You may have noticed I make jokes for a living. That's what I do. But I understand there's more that can be done. I'm trying to do. Is this for me? Oh, thank you so much. It's free. It's from you. Did you make it? She's like, I work in a rubber factory. This is the Kafia, free Palestine. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yes. We have a question. Yes. What's up? Yes. What is the real solution? You didn't like that one? What is the real solution here? Okay. Well, thank you. Okay, I get it. Thanks for the wristband. It got me VIP into this Q&A. I got VIP access into my own Q&A. Okay. You think? Okay. So yes, I get it. So the the point of the joke, okay, is the irony that nobody knows the solution. Nobody's actually put forth an actual plan that will work. We can all talk and theoretically talk about at the end of the day. Okay, all right. Well, I wasn't at Oslo personally. Okay, I wasn't there. I was alive, but I wasn't there. Okay, I was 9 years old. Okay, but if they had they invited me, I would have gone. And I would have let them know. I would have said, you know, I am from Palestine. I am a time traveler. Okay, and I have been to 2024. I was in Boston on 28th, 2024, where it was asked finally, once and for all, by a crowd member, what is the actual solution? And I said that to Bill Clinton at Oslo in 1993. And here we are, fast forward. But it's actually, you guys went forward in time, I went back, because you know what I mean? That's about to happen. Because I still have to go back and do that. Yeah. Does that make it any clearer? Yeah. Basically, the sound of the crowd means your intentions are good, but not the time. Yeah, not the time. You can say something to me after the show. It's just, keep in mind, comedy show, not town hall meeting. Keep in mind, okay? Okay, yes. Comedy show, not town hall meeting, okay? Yes, so great. Meaning, okay? See, there's a more irony for you, okay? The reason why a lot of these solutions that have been put forth by our leaders is that they never reflect the will of the people, right? That they never, are you listening to me? Before you say what you say, want to listen to me first? The irony that the fact that the solutions never have worked or never do tend to work is because the leadership that we have in this world, the many governments we have, they never reflect the will of the people because they don't properly listen to the people. Listen to the people. All right, so back to